Hey there, horror fans. I'm your host, Douglas, here at Drowned Boy Productions, and you're watching the 31 Days of Trick or Treat. During this event, we'll be taking a look at a different Trick or Treat Studios product every single day for 31 days. We're in our third week of the 31 Days of Trick or Treat event, and it's probably been my favorite week so far. On the first day, we took a look at the Haunted Mask from Goosebumps. Then on the second day, we took a look at another R.L. Stine classic with a Skull Mask Killer from Fear Street. Then we took a look at another Fear Street piece with Billy Barker's mask. Then we took a bit of a detour with something a lot less creepy with the Iron Giant mask. After that, we took a look at some basic Halloween metal signs. And today, rounding out the week with another odd one, we'll be taking a look at The Beast of Blood from Beast of Blood the movie. If you've never heard of The Beast of Blood, it's a 1970s horror sci-fi film that I strongly recommend you go check out, about a mad scientist doing experiments on humans and accidentally creating the Beast of Blood. I don't want to spoil too much about the movie because it's an unbelievably terrifying experience that you must see for yourself if you are brave enough. I think this is the first mass-produced mask of the Beast of Blood that's ever been made. If anyone knows of any others, let me know in the comment section down below. But it's a really, really cool mask, and I'm surprised many people haven't made it. Granted, it's kind of difficult to see because it's an old school movie, but when you really get some nice shots of the monster, it's a really, really creepy makeup. And this mask was sculpted by the monster man himself, Mr. Justin Mabry. He did an outstanding job on the sculpt. This thing looks so damn cool. And to be honest, with the way that it's made, and obviously I guess that would fit the time period, it looks like something that you would have seen come out of Dawn Post in like the late 70s. It is a really, really creepy, like zombie-esque, kind of humanoid, but kind of not creature. I love the exposed skull here at the top. It's like the flesh is just rotting and falling off. You can see sections of like cheek and jaw exposed in areas. It's just a really, really damn cool mask. The textures are great, and as for the paint job on these, they actually did a pretty damn good job. This is going to be one of those masks that pretty much doesn't need any paint work. I mean, I'm sure you could go in and do some subtle little things to make certain things pop, but overall, comparing this to the movie, it's not too far off. If anything, this may actually look better than what you see on screen. The only downside to this mask is I think it possibly doesn't have enough hair. Like, it seems pretty short on hair. The creature in the movie seems to have a lot more just long, scraggly hair, where these are kind of like some short tufts kind of pushed to the side of the mask, which is another thing that makes me think of Dawn Post whenever I look at the way that it's finished. In a weird way, possibly because of how the hair's styled, it kind of reminds me of like a zombified Uncle Creepy. Another thing to note about this is it kind of can double as a prop, because the monster in the movie spends a lot of the movie with his head detached from his body. So if you wanted to get this and add some eyes into it and make it like the prop head itself, which is probably what I'm going to do, that would be really, really cool. Or if you want to wear it and actually be the Beast, you could do that very easily. The makeup itself doesn't look too hard to accomplish, so if you get this mask and do just some very, very basic makeup work, you can become the Beast of Blood. The tag on here is pretty cool. Has a pretty cool image of it there. It says, "Unbelievable Beast of Blood," and you see the creature holding up his own head. That's so sick. Not a whole lot left to say detail-wise about this guy, so now's the part of the video where we go ahead and read the excerpt on it from the Trick or Treat Studios website. Alright, I've got it pulled up. Let's go ahead and dive in. Trick or Treat Studios and Independent International Pictures Corp. are proud to present the official Beast of Blood mask. This 1970 sequel to Mad Doctors of Blood Island finds medical maniac Dr. Lorca trying to inject life into a headless corpse. The Beast of Blood mask is a recreation of the horrific monster seen in the film, so order your official Beast mask now and terrorize the passengers on your next boat trip. So yeah, Justin absolutely killed this thing. It's an incredibly cool mask, and this is one of those masks that is so cool, it doesn't have to have any affiliation with any kind of source material. You could have never seen the movie, but you see this thing in stores, and you're looking for a sick Halloween mask? This is definitely a good option. And I actually picked this up for two different reasons. One is because I think it's a pretty awesome movie, and I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. In the regards of most of these other like classic monsters and kind of that era of filmmaking, this still has that vibe, and it was a very, very fun film. But my second reason for grabbing this piece is because it actually is a Buckethead related piece. There's a behind the scenes photo of Buckethead standing, holding a couple of masks, and there's a few masks in the background. In the background, one of those masks is the Beast of Blood. Doesn't surprise me a bit that somebody like Buckethead would appreciate something like this, and he would carry around the monster's head with him wherever he goes. Oh, and as for the price on these, you can pick them up for $55, which is actually pretty damn good. For a mask with hair, that's a very, very fair price for Trick or Treat Studios. Usually something like that's around $60, so $5 cheaper, not a bad price. And if you want to get one yourself, you can get it directly from Trick or Treat Studios or from one of the plethora of retailers that they work with. That being said, there's not a whole lot left to do but give you guys some nice close-ups, so I love you all. Hope you enjoyed today's video and the rest of the 31 days of Trick or Treat, and I'll see you next time.